This is a Headgum podcast.
Not my dick, my nuts.
Yeah.
Just your nuts.
Probably nuts, yeah.
I've been having to wear different underwear because of the show I'm doing. Like I can't wear my...
He's wearing I mean, it's not a short dress. It's a full...
No, but I wear like pantaloons. I don't know the right term for it at some point.
Compression shorts?
Well, I've been wearing like just like briefs instead of boxer briefs. You know?
Okay, yeah,
like,
yeah.
And so it's been an adjustment because it's not as comfortable.
I have briefs. I have boxer briefs and boxers are my... Like boxer briefs are my during the day. Mm-hmm. And then boxers are like...
Yes.
You like bra off.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Did you ever have an underwear moment like when I had to go to gym class in middle school?
Oh yeah.
I
fear I already know.
I did tighty whities.
Yeah.
For a long time I did tighty whities.
Yeah.
And it used to have like designs like Power Rangers or whatever. I'm talking like first grade, second grade. And then I was still wearing tighty whities. And then I swear to God, it felt like all the kids had a meeting without me. And suddenly I was the only one in tighty whities.
Yeah.
And everyone's wearing these big boxers. Jokey, smiley face, little like 3-panel comic strip.
Yeah, you're chafing. You're having a horrible time.
Yeah.
But you're not bullied, so you're like, it's fine. We had the thing where, we would change for gym class in, I don't know, maybe 4th or 5th grade that started. And then everyone... If a kid had tighty whities, obviously they got the classic gay.
But you're never showering together.
No,
because a whole generation dealt.
You were showering in schools together?
No, we weren't. No, but there's clearly that's a part of. Some people did. I feel like my father did.
Yeah.
And I recently I talked about it on a Patreon episode, patreon.com/downside. I did a yoga class in London, and it was a 3 shower head shower, just big, and I was like, oh my God, I've never in my whole life have I showered with other men. And you got to scoot past them. It wasn't that spacious.
Yeah. I still feel like if I'm in a locker room, like even here in New York City, it's like I will towel around myself, drop the thing, underwear back up under the towel.
The older I've gotten, the more
I am not
hang time I'm doing.
I think that is an older guy thing. That is like, you know.
Yeah, you get at a certain point you just are like, okay, whatever.
But I think what's so funny about it is I'm like that.
Yeah.
And then if Russell walked in the room, I'd be like, ah! And I'd scream and I'd bring up the towel. And he's one of my best buds. And you're filming.
Yeah. You know what? Our generation, maybe this is why we're soft. This is maybe why we have anxiety, is we're not as comfortable with nudity. We're showing our friends our
and
junk.
maybe that's why older people are like, oh, you're wearing they probably look at our outfits, go cover your legs,
and
it's like
cover your legs, take your cock out.
Exactly. Cover your legs, take your cock out.
Sweetheart, don't be gay. Let me see your dick.
This is the downside.
You're listening to The Downside.
The Downside.
With Gianmarco Soresi.
Welcome to The Downside. This is a place we complain, we get negative, we don't have to pretend things are good. As you get older, everything gets harder. If you're in your 20s, let me tell you, every day it gets worse and more complex. And this is a place where we can't express that.
In front of Montreal, huh?
Yeah, geez, I guess his late show was a little rough.
Wow.
Fuck, you got his midnight surprise show was fucking, he didn't like, I guess.
Just for laughs sounded like a barrel
his
of fun.
8th gala, he wasn't
Sorry, I
pumped
missed
about.
it.
So I hope you listen to this, you feel better about who you are as a person. If you want bonus episodes, join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside. We're now doing 4 Patreon exclusive episodes every month. We're shooting for that. And a live episode every month. That's a lot, just for $5 a month. I'm here with my co-host, Russell Daniels.
Hi.
We have had a couple former cast members of Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
But this is our first current.
We think. We hopefully.
So you don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
Oh, you don't know yet.
If you got the call right now.
Doesn't it usually happen around this?
Yeah, but I think they're delayed because it's the 50th. The last year was the 50th, so they're like they were taking a little break.
We have another cast member on the books. Let me just say why this is exciting on our end. First of all, you have to you're not allowed to just do whatever.
No.
What are the rules? The
rules are pretty vague. It took a while, I feel like, for this to get. I also could have nudged a little more, but it was during the season, and I was like, I don't want to be annoying. And then at the end, I was like, it's a podcast.
Is it Lauren directly? You go into his
office.
Yes,
I know. I go, listen.
You know the downside.
I have an iPad of your episode with Caleb Heron, and then I just play it. Huron. Which is the one I sent to the PR team at SNL.
Good. Well, thank you.
Off your approval. You went, and then I sent it, and they went, great, you could do it.
Yeah. I did the text to translate. I looked up Lauren. We didn't say anything that episode.
Great.
Which must mean you guys have a good digital footprint. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they control F'd and put in a bunch of slurs on your pages.
We're pretty good.
No one's ever going to be able to, like,
We've had
whenever
other
they go,
people say slurs, and we got in trouble. But
yeah,
not.
I edit them out when Russell says it.
Yeah,
but that's
what
just
the pay.
contractual.
$5 a month. Patreon.com/the downside.
Get you all those slurs.
It's
all
a
the
6-minute
slurs.
Compilation of just bleeps.
Yeah.
We're doing 5 different accents per
Oh,
episode.
Jesus.
Let me talk in a vague way, though, about that paranoia. Did you deal with any paranoia about whenever a big thing happens? Sometimes there's just like, did I ever say a joke? Did I ever make fun of Saturday Night Live?
Or like even getting the initial job and then being like, wait, what? They're going to run a huge check, I'm sure, on everything
Seth
you've
Simons
said.
is suddenly...
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's still doing it.
I guess one thing was like I had already done a big purge when I got Fallon a couple years ago, which is funny because it's like at the time I was
You
like,
did a
people are going to
purge?
be looking at my thing after a Fallon set.
did a purge for Fallon?
I did just like a quick little delete. Let's just fucking restart. You know, there was something terrible.
How do you do it?
I
Do you
definitely saw
hire-
a couple where I was like, not proud of that.
Do
but
you hire someone? Or
no, I just went. I
you
just kind of
search?
scrolled to the bottom. I think I deleted all my tweets. Nothing. They were all just like dumb kind of jokes. None of them were like anything. But I was like, I don't even know. I did that, and then I was like, but also then for SNL, I think I was like, you know, I've been pretty like, I don't think I've been putting anything up that I would not stand by as of recent.
Yeah.
And then also I was like, I mean, after the Shane thing, I'm like, the world is not in like a as volatile of canceling
Yeah, when he
everyone
hosted
place.
it the second time, I said maybe the world has changed a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I think that mixed with like the state of the world now, mass war, every time you open, I think people are less like, that guy had a tweet from high school. It seems like that's a little less on people's docket.
Yeah, I
now that
think
like
so.
everything's
Yeah.
on fire as much.
Or it's
Yeah.
certainly
You
more
know?
fractured. Like there is still that group.
People still get mad, but it's less. I feel like less like, oh, we need to take action right now.
Yeah, because of Iran, you can kind of do accents again, probably. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to podcasts of you. Yeah, that's how I do my research.
Fuck.
I did find something funny.
Oh no.
Can I play it?
Oh,
and we'll
no.
cut it. We'll cut it.
Oh, fuck.
We'll cut it. We'll cut this whole thing if you want me to cut it. But can you play this excerpt? It's at
play it.
1.5 speed. Oh. But
Oh, bad view already. This is too casual of a. I remember this day just winging this.
And then I came back to school sophomore year, and within I think the first 3 weeks I was like, I think I hate everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I think none of this is for me. And so I stayed in my major, and I stayed kind of around the same business school vibe, but then I just started like, I emailed the Comedy Addict, the club that I started at. It's actually the hoodie I was just wearing.
You emailed them?
I emailed the owner because I was talking to a friend in the library, and I was like, I think I'm going to drop out, or I think I'm going to transfer. Like, I just can't do this. And they were like, you know, hey, there's that comedy club on campus. You know, you're here for a reason. Just try to make the best of it.
This guy
and
sucks.
email them or something. Like, just try to do something around the club. Try to do like marketing or whatever. Just get a foot in the door. So I was like, okay. So I did that. And then
It's a great friend.
it was a really cool friend. Yeah. He lives in the city now, actually. I don't know if he knows that he's the reason I did that. Because I literally probably would have transferred schools.
That's fucking
And I
crazy.
probably would have gone to Chicago, and I probably would have started comedy at Second City and
Oh,
done
no.
improv. And I probably would have been a different person. Wow, what a bummer that would. I mean, I probably would be an improv guy.
If you transferred on SNL, Sheboygan. Seriously though, I'm silly names Nathan.
I'm on a weekend update.
Your chair
Slide
rolls
in.
Thanks, Colin.
Thanks for having me, Colin.
It's so funny. I just do every Brown character that they need. I'm doing every offensive accent. I get canceled in 2 weeks, so I don't know if he can do that, actually.
Wait, what?
Wasn't he born in Chicago? I don't know if that's cool.
And SNL's like, we thought he was Muslim.
Yeah.
that's good.
They get so
Oh my
bummed.
god.
no, we'll cut that.
I was sweating just watching any past version of
Oh
myself.
my
I went,
God.
fuck, I
Oh my
hate how
God,
I
so
It
sound.
is
stressful.
so funny.
It's
now
so
listen,
funny.
you have permission to ask me to cut that part before we put this out.
That's not that bad.
sure.
No,
It's just so
it's not that
it's
at
just
all.
so funny. You're
It's
saying
so
you're going to
funny.
be at the desk with Colin. And
Maybe
then
we do
you
cut that
are.
actually. Well, I'll say this. It comes from a place of defensiveness because when people that... Here's the thing. Before, when you're a stand-up and you go, I didn't do improv. Most people hate improv. Most comedians hate improv and crowd work and all this other different forms of comedy because they can't do it. Because it's a different muscle and they feel insecure. But
it'd be like, he talks shit about improv. This is the core.
Well, true.
Right.
I do watch improv and I go... stand-up's cooler, but it's also because if you put me on an improv stage, I'd go, I'm bad at it.
I love. Have you ever seen a really good improv show?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
Fun.
It's cool.
And
I'll say this: sometimes I watch crowd work and I go, "This is really funny.
Sometimes
this is really good."
I'm really curious about, and I promise for those we don't just talk comedy, but I am curious about like. Taking stand-up to Weekend Update is a challenging thing, I imagine. The like, I feel like it can be tougher to be like ironic or make a point where you're like a bad person. It is like I was watching your second one, and you talk about like people are against billionaires, like have faith in yourself, and it's kind of like you're the heel in a moment that in stand-up, I think is easier.
Yeah.
Have you found, like, what have you learned about the difference between stand-up and talking as yourself at the Weekend Update desk? Like, what were your artistic journey with that?
I mean, you have to put it in conversation, which is weird. You have to have it as like a back and forth.
Yeah.
And you also have to make it seem like you are talking about a thing, even though you're really just doing bits. You're just shoehorning in bits, Yeah. It's literally the most vague, like, oh, so how are you feeling? Oh, stressed. Thing that has nothing to do with whatever the top.
Yeah.
But, I think it's like, everyone knows that it's scripted, clearly. Like, you go out and there's cue cards. Like, in the room, they know you're doing like a formal thing. You know what I mean? Or like they know what the deal is. They know it's strict, and it's like when you're doing a taping and you come out like the galas or whatever. It's like it always feels weird when the audience knows you're doing this for the camera, not for them.
Sure.
Especially when it's stand-up, because stand-up has to be so written for the audience. I don't know if that's like a good. If I'm really answering the question. But
was it? Did you do it your first episode?
I did my first update, my fourth episode, and then the other one was like the second half.
I feel like that would be, if I can think of like the things I'd be most nervous to do.
Once I got the job, the next, after the relief of like, oh my God, I did it. The next anxiety immediately was the first update piece. Was like, fuck.
Yeah.
The night before that, I'm gonna be like, can I sleep? Like I was already thinking about. I'll probably have to take a Benadryl, like whatever, just. And
listen, I love your stand-up. I loved it before you got an SNL. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass.
Thanks, buddy. Big fan.
But I'm so, that first one, you did a bit that I asked you, I was like, can I share this bit? Because it's so good. It's just about.
It's great.
Because it's such a good response to quote Benjamin Netanyahu on the Neelk Boys. Gays for Palestine is like chickens for KFC.
Yeah, they're still doing that one.
Netanyahu was on this.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole? I was debating rage watching, but it was so far past rage I couldn't even.
I was doing a segment on MSNBC where we did not get to it, so I did watch the whole thing, and I was prepared to say the last time Netanyahu reached out to the youth like this was when he kidnapped Greta Thunberg, but I didn't get to say it, and so that's why I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
But
you can't waste that joke.
But your response, if I were to paraphrase it, is that like we'll give them a fucking second.
Yeah.
Like you can't expect people to you basically progress.
Yeah.
Progressive values and equality finding is hard to find while being rained down with bombs.
Yeah, you can't bomb modernization into people.
Yeah,
I think. I don't read books,
it's a great
but
bit.
It seems like you can't.
No, because it really is like the most. Oh, and also you. Sorry, I'm just paraphrasing comedy at this point. You're like, Americans went to war because we care about gay people and women.
Yes, that was the other thing is we're acting like we're doing it for women's suffrage.
Yeah,
it's like that's not why. It's because you're like, ooh.
Were people? Did you get a lot of angry messages?
The initial stuff was great. I was like, "Oh my god, I skated through this topic. Great.
Yeah.
Oh
the
my,
president might have seen it.
That was so great. Everyone likes it." And then like 4 days later is when it flips, and then the other side of the internet gets it. And then it was like, but it really, in ratio, it wasn't that bad. But it still is crazy to have people being like, you should kill yourself. No matter no matter how deranged you think they are. You go to their profile and you read their bio. You're like, yeah, I figured that'd be your bio. It's like, it's a weird platform to, magnify your views on and then go, all right.
I thought it was bold. I just don't think, I just think all these comedy shows have to thread a needle, but to just even talk about it.
Yeah.
It was
that.
really,
how long?
It was cool. It was really cool they let me do it. I was really pumped about it.
Yeah, did you know... Like, were you trying to get that? It was that week. Was the first time you tried to get it on?
No, I had submitted that the first week of the show there. That was my first thing at table was that update, and it was like some of the stand up from
They're like, give us a few weeks because
literally they were like, it's great, cool, but let's let it chill out for a sec because it was really Lebanon had just started getting bombed, and I'm coming on and talking about being Lebanese and all this stuff. But then and then the week they finally did it was like the fourth show I think, and then we did it at Dress, and it went good, and then that last bit did good, but it felt a little whatever it was, and then in between Dress and Air, they were like, I was working with a writer on it who's kind of a liaison in between me and as I'm talking also I also get worried saying inside baseball stuff, but I think everything I'm saying is fine.
No, I think
at
the
it's all
end of the
fine.
day, no one people don't care about anything the way
no one
that
really
we
gives
used
a
to.
fuck. Yeah.
We all are living, I think, with a little bit of me too, of like a PTSD of like it felt like a moment where once in a while someone got in outsized trouble.
Yeah.
But that's also when everyone was on Twitter. Honestly, it was Twitter.
We're 20 minutes into this. If someone's listening 20 minutes in, they're not like doing it to try to get something, you know?
Oh, yeah.
People are scanning as much. I mean, you clearly were for that, but aside
that was the first one I listened to.
That sucks. Anyway.
No, it's so funny.
It's
just so funny how I think what's funny about it is just the sheer, it's unfathomable that you would be on SNL.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
Yes.
Like it doesn't even seem like you're joking like, and I'm next to Colin.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you were.
As if I would be on Weekend Update. And then you're like, oh, fuck, shit. Yeah.
And unfortunately, that lottery ticket happening keeps so many people focused for a dream that they just need to let go of.
Yeah.
It's
tough.
I did. Yeah.
You did. You feel you've let go in your heart?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Of what? Of just
SNL specifically.
Well,
SNL
I come from
like,
a sketch background, so there's like no other.
I know you don't respect the form, but he's quite good at it.
I had a whole thing earlier about saying how cool it was. I said, no, people make fun of it because it's so cool.
No, let me tell you something. I had a big thing about sketch this year too. We did our 10th anniversary sketch show, and then the next day we did a Downside like live.
Yeah.
And we had two of our friends from our sketch group do the Downside live with us, and let me say the juxtaposition of working so fucking hard to do a sketch show and like it going well, but then to have a really killer Downside live where we prepped for 10 minutes. And I was like, oh man, the amount of money and time and effort that went into sketch, it's just so hard to do.
So you didn't give up on sketch, you gave up on trying.
Yeah.
Effort, work.
No, I just think that there's a thing of,
it's great. In stand-up, you don't even have to listen to your sets before. You don't even have to go back and listen to the shit. I mean, you probably do if you want to. I know. You're not the guy to say this
I'm
in front
losing
of.
my goddamn
I know you're
mind.
highlighting fucking.
I'm
you got a
highlighting,
Google
I'm
Doc.
editing.
Yeah.
That's why you were
Being
late. You were fucking Google Docking.
Yes.
Being at Just for Laughs.
This guy's always in the fucking lobby on a laptop.
It's
Always.
bad, and I've gotten better than I used to be. I talk to people
there's
a
something
little
wrong
more.
with that. That's just how you work. That's good.
No, but it's too much. It's too, and then you go to Just for Laughs, and I don't know about you. I've been doing mostly headlining sets, and I come back and I do a spot here and there.
Yeah.
And then you go to Just for Laughs, and everyone's 90% of them are quite good. And you're doing short sets again, and you're like, man, I'm not I haven't had to do this.
in
I haven't had to
shape
do
for
a
that.
killer. We did New Faces. It was same year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that too because it's like I felt weird after doing 7 minutes because I was like, fuck, I just got loose a little bit towards the, it's like it's hard to go back to being like, oh, do,
boom, boom, boom,
showcase
and
it.
just like full on introduction. No one knows who you are. This is, you got to set it up. A lot of jokes just don't feel like they fit in there, and then when you're headlining, it just has more fat. It just has more fat.
And you're having people come out for you, so it's like you get how people get worse at stand-up the more people come out to see them because you go, oh, you could totally just play to people that have your exact political viewpoint, everything else,
You can make jokes about. God, it's tough.
Yeah.
How was your Just for Laughs? We were just in
It was
Montreal
good.
together.
Do you want me to finish the weekend? I can finish the weekend.
finish the
update.
weekend
I
update.
don't feel. I was just in
No,
case.
please.
But I didn't. I
wanna
appreciate
hear
it if
it.
you were helping me
Please.
tangent off.
No,
but I
no,
don't think it's
no.
bad.
I'd like to learn.
So we did the thing. We did the dress version of it, and then it went good, and then but whatever. It felt it's still like the joke at the end gets whatever. That's what they were worried about. So
What's
in
the
between
final? What's the final beat? It's
Was the
you went to war for
don't something you can't watch your village explode and be like, I think I'm bisexual.
Yes.
Yes.
So in between Dress and Air, then writer that hopped on it with me, Brian Tucker, who's awesome, who was like, they're basically like, they go in between the producers and you then and tell you what needs to be done in between Dress and Air. And then he was like, hey, like, it's cool, good, like, I think we're gonna lose that last chunk. And I was like,
the whole chunk?
Fuck.
Oh, the whole chunk.
Because I was like, shit. Because I was like,
damn.
the whole thing is this like, Arab, Christian Arab, Lebanese, like this. I'm doing kind of these, not pick me comedy, but it's like, it's a little like, Christian Arabs are the whiter ones that want to separate themselves from the thing. So it's like I'm doing all this thing to kind of build up to letting me get to do this joke,
Yeah.
And then without that, it felt like I'm like, I don't want people to just be like, what is this guy just doing? Like, whatever, his dad's accent jokes.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, okay, like, all right. So we're rewriting, I'm rewriting it. It's like, whatever, 20 minutes before the fucking show starts.
Oh, man.
And then,
And also, this is just so people know, this is like, when you just proven stand up in your mind, it's like this works.
Yeah.
Totally.
This functions.
Which is the tough part about the question you asked earlier of like what's hard about doing your stand up on the desk is like it is that of like you bring a piece in that you're like, I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah, I've tested this in front of 100 different audiences. No one knows this like I do.
I wouldn't hand this in and do it if it's like a new 2-week-old bit usually. It's usually something I was working on for a while. I'm like, this is a banger. Like this works.
Now,
And
if
no
they're
one-
making cuts, or is there like a specific time? Like right now, the bit is running this and it needs to be running this.
Yeah,
like
they
that
always
sort
want to
of-
bring it down to. They're always like,
Yeah.
you're at 5 minutes. You want it to be like 3, I think, 3:30 or
Yeah.
whatever. And then they always think that you're probably going to go further, like longer than that.
Yeah.
So you're getting close.
So we're getting close, whatever. They're like, it's coming out, and I was like, all right, fine. And in my head, I was like, all right, like whatever. It would be great. It's a swing for them to let me do it. It's my first time, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I get it, cool. And then fucking whatever, 10 minutes before he comes back and he's like, hey, like there was some debate, like whatever, people fought on your behalf kind of for it, and it's back in. And I was like,
Great.
okay, cool. So then we put it back
Amazing.
in, and then it did better at Air than it did at Dress.
Oh, good.
Which
That's
was
great.
good. So I was
Yeah.
like, thank fucking God.
Sure.
But yeah, that's one where I was like, if this doesn't go good, then after people, kind of stuck out their necks for me a little bit, I'd be like, all right, that would not be great.
Yeah.
But
Good for you.
yeah, thanks, buddy.
That's great.
Well, so where'd you grow up?
Chicago. Suburbs.
So your dad's Lebanese.
Yeah.
And your mom's white.
Yeah.
And raised Christian.
Raised, yeah. Baptized Orthodox, like, whatever, Serbian, Greek Orthodox, Slavic-esque.
What did it entail? Like, what did you have? Did you go to church every Sunday?
No, I was baptized that, but then we went to Catholic school in middle school. So we just did this kind of hybrid.
Were there other?
I think my dad overcompensated towards when we were older. We went to Catholic. We did Catholic stuff because we were baptized Orthodox. So I think he went, all right, we baptized the kids Orthodox, so we're doing Catholic shit. We're going to Catholic church. And once a fucking month or whatever when we would go.
Were you part of a Lebanese community? Was it kind of
we were kind of touch and go. I mean, it was like 35, 40 minutes away. So I think we would always just be like, well, my parents I was more religious than them at some point. Like in middle school, I was like, I wanted to be a priest for like maybe like.
Where do you think that
year.
came from?
Fear of hell.
I thought if I'm a priest.
I thought if I'm a priest, I'm a shoo-in. I got I got a seat saved.
Your fear of hell, what did that look like in your mind?
Like pretty South Park-esque, like fire and pits and
And you like the devil was real?
Yeah, I thought the devil was real. At this age, probably. Yeah, this is maybe like 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
What did he look like?
2nd, 3rd grade.
Horns?
Horns, yeah. Fucking goatee. He always has a goatee,
Mm-hmm.
which I would agree with. Every time I see a guy with a goatee, I go, but, you know,
Yeah.
gross.
Oh, you know what
Red
I
flag.
hate? I hate the little
A soul patch.
yeah,
soul
I
patch.
hate a soul patch. When I see a soul patch,
Yeah.
I think it's vile.
I tried once. It's very hard. I don't.
It's so gross looking. To me.
It was, I believe, Chad Michael Murray in Freaky Friday.
They always have 3 names, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys with 3 names
The
always
devil.
have...
If you look up Chad Michael Murray, Freaky Friday, I'm pretty sure he had like a good soul patch, and I was like,
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
he had a soul patch?
No, I'm just saying three.
Oh, just
three
three
name
names.
like the
Norbert
people.
Leo
You've
From,
had the
Butts?
beard for a while now.
A long time.
It's a long time.
A long
I
time.
think I saw you when you first did it, and you were like, I don't know, I'm keeping it, because we both had a beard.
yeah.
Oh, I don't have a beard anymore.
I mean,
forgot.
your mustache, it looks good.
Thanks, buddy.
It's a good mustache.
Thank you.
Had you ever done it before?
I had never done it before. I did it like whatever, you know. I went from beard to that, and then I was like, I like this, and then obviously I can't have it during the season, so I'm over the summers. I'm like, I'm growing it. But you know, where you do the thing where you're like, do you associate times in your life with like haircuts you've had or style, whatever, you know, like where you're like, you know, I used to have like a fade and a beard, and then I got, you know, then I kind of went shorter, and then I grew my hair out, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
well, now I'm an adult. This is adult me. This is finally me.
Yes.
And then I had the mustache, and then they were like, shave the mustache, and I was like, maybe I'll grow it back, but I was like, but then I've already been shaved.
That's where I'm
Maybe
at with
that's
the
me.
beard. I think it adds like a little bit of gravitas for a man with very little to begin with. And I think if I like got rid of it on stage, it would feel. I just would feel so boyish. It would just be different. I feel like I'd be like pretending I'm younger than I am. I don't know how it would
you'd
look.
be lying.
I don't even know what my face looks like with you know, if there's some new wrinkles.
You used to be clean. You used to be clean shaved.
Yeah.
I used to before
With
comedy. It was,
glasses.
for a moment, it was like
You're getting radicalized.
I know.
You're fucking.
I asked Tovah. I said if I went full Hasidic.
Yeah, if you shave the mustache and just go full underbeard, she's gonna get worried.
I can't imagine. It would be so much. I can't. What's the most beard you've ever had? I'd love if you grew it out.
Well, I can't grow it out because I'm doing the show, but
No, do it for the show.
no. I did have to grow it out I was doing a show. I grew it out for like 5 or 6 months without shaving it at all. It was big.
Oh my god! I
was
don't think I've ever
horrible.
seen a picture.
It was disgusting. I mean, it's like a gross thing.
You think you have a picture up here of him?
I
with
would,
it?
yeah.
No.
You were looking up there. It's all you. This
I
is
would
all
have
you.
to wash it, you know, like you would your hair because it was so like big, you know.
Lebanese-
and you would find food. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
crumbs,
sure,
crumbs
food.
late from before.
You're a hairy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
brother. Me
Me
and you,
too.
I think, have this similar. When I see pictures of your chest hair, I go, yeah, I get this.
How often are those coming across your desk?
Pretty often, honestly.
Pretty often.
You're kind of giving it away. You should
Yeah,
be kind of
that's true.
charging.
That's what I tell them.
Sure.
It's kind of like wiki feet or whatever. It's like if you could do like if there was a wiki feet for chest hair cleavage, you're up. I'm up there also. I definitely I tank top it a lot, but
yeah.
and people don't like it. My girlfriend doesn't like it.
Oh,
She
yeah?
doesn't like a tank top.
I
realized.
feel like I saw online they were like, "Oh, Emil's got to play Luigi on SNL."
Yeah, I was getting a lot of messages about that.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
maybe as much as getting reached out to when I got SNL. Like the congrats text, and then the like, oh my god, you're gonna play Luigi text. We're like really close.
What would a sketch with Luigi look like?
He just shoots someone. I mean, what
Probably
else
a
would it
pre-tape.
be?
Yeah, probably be a pre-tape.
Probably a pre-tape. Yeah.
You want to be able to cut between a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
Just shooting people.
Just shooting people.
Okay, so your parents are still together?
Still together.
Still together?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Don't look at me like that.
I don't know a lot about Lebanon. I had a really good friend who was Lebanese, like in middle school. It was one of the things. I grew up in a community where they were the only person from Lebanon that I knew. They had a
Yeah.
really nice house.
Yeah.
Really, a lot of money. I just remember that. And then somehow they lost all the money, and I heard that they destroyed the inside of the house just to be like a bitch to the.
Oh, they did like tar down the toilet or whatever the fuck. Like in the
yeah,
pipes.
like they
Yeah.
just they got they lost the house and they said fuck it and they broke everything and they were not very happy about it.
You hear a lot of those stories. Not of Lebanese people doing that, but I think people do that when they get bumped out.
Yeah,
It would probably feel really good,
Yeah.
you know, to just fucking. I don't even know what you would do.
yeah,
Cement
especially with a
down
New
the
York
drain.
apartment. I would
even-
just punch a hole in the drywall.
Yeah, how would you fuck it up past what it kind of already is?
Yeah, I mean, when we take all this shit down within about a month, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I can't wait to lose the security deposit immediately.
Yeah.
But no, we're not all torching the insides of our houses.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so you grew up siblings.
Siblings, 2 older sisters.
2 older sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they bully you or were they nice?
They were nice. They were good. There was some teaming up sometimes. They would do some bits. They would kind of like, they'd
what was a bit they'd do?
They'd put little plays on for my parents in like the living room, and then they'd be like, you're gonna be like whatever. They'd dress me like in brown. They'd be like, you're like a turd or whatever, and they'd be like, what's it? And they'd be like, they would like do like little sister things where you're like,
So
you're in our
even
play,
then they
but
had
you're-
you play the brown
Yeah,
roles.
you're the horse. Yeah. I've been playing brown guy my whole life. It's really.
What? Tell me about this Catholic school that you went to.
St. Isaac Jogues.
Was
Maybe
it-
shouldn't have said that full, but
I'm sure it's online somewhere.
it's for sure probably.
Why? They'd be proud of you. I'm sure they're
I
advertising.
hope they're not. Fuck them. No,
Oh, you didn't like
I
it?
didn't love them. They weren't the coolest.
What was bad?
There was like racism. There was that.
Yeah.
There was
How so? Was it from students, teachers?
Yeah. I don't really
Yeah,
remember if
yeah.
it was from teachers. I kind of would have loved if it was from a teacher, because I'd be like, that would have been real fucking arc.
What would the students do?
Just like you're Lebanese, you're Arab, you're terrorist, classic stuff.
Were there a lot of other Arab kids there or no?
No. It was me. It was all like Irish Catholic. It was like me. There was like maybe 2 black families. I don't think we had any Asians, now that I'm thinking about it.
How old are you?
27.
27. So was the bullying informed by 9/11 or was there bullying before it too?
It was like, no, because I don't even really remember being like blamed for 9/11. It was more just like you're hairy and kind of gross was the undertone.
And were you hairy?
I was
middle school?
I was a hairy boy.
Middle school too?
I had a little, unibrow I would keep up to date. I would pluck though.
You
But
would
just
pluck.
had arm hair. You know what I
pluck.
mean? These are like prepubescent Irish Catholic boys. These are dolphins.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And I've got like kind of this leg hair still, honestly, at that point.
Sure. Sometimes I want to go to a barber and get everything.
Lined up.
Yeah,
the
or a
leg.
What do
little,
you
or a
mean?
little bit like it just everything, just a tiny little trim.
You can buzz it. I've done that before. I've
But
buzzed
your
with a
whole
guard.
body, it's
Your
not
whole
going to
body?
be even.
No, I've done that.
You've done like and you just put it a whole body.
Oh, brother, I've beard guarded fucking my thighs. I've faded my thighs before.
Really?
Not legit, but like, oh, for sure, yeah.
Like before a date, you were like,
I think just I went through a phase where I would trim because I'd go, this is too much. It's I don't want to stand out in that, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you never
yeah,
shaved
yeah.
your chest? I went through a phase where I would
no,
buzz my
I
chest
can't
with
do it
like
evenly.
an
I think I
electric
tried
thing.
it once, but it itched.
For
and then I
sure.
went to a barber once, and they offered, it was like chest. I thought it was chest trim, and I said, okay, I'll do that. And I fell asleep while they were doing it, and they cut. It was all of it for like a square. It was like a window. They didn't even do it very evenly.
They didn't wax. It was wax or no?
No, they
40-year-old virgin.
They
do.
40 no wax. It was just they shaved it with a razor buzzer.
Oh my god.
But it was like a square. So when the square ended, it was just ugh.
They converted you to Islam. That's how they do it. You woke
Yeah.
up and they went, "Congrats, you're in the tribe."
I hate my happy trail. Some women, my girlfriend will say, I like the hair. Some do.
You said we in the not all. Yeah.
Some do, but
Some,
I hate it.
What about that specifically?
It's like we talked about, if I try to bring my shirt up for Soul Cycle and I wear it half, it's just as like such a thick line.
Wait, say that again. If you want to bring your shirt up to half,
Yeah,
like a
for Soul
bra.
Cycle, like I wear like kind of a crop
Yeah.
top almost, or I'm sweating.
and I know what you mean. It does look kind of like some athletes can look cool doing
It
that.
looks good if I'm not saying the full nude looks good, but you see where the happy trail goes. It all makes sense. Without your
Yeah.
dick and balls, it's just like a thick.
Mine is more. It's just into the rest of. There's no trail left. It's all
it's
into
like
one.
It's a thick line.
Yeah, that's
And even though I'm
interesting.
hairy all over, I don't have like the 40-year-old virgin hair. I mean, he's not hairy the same way, but that hair is thick.
There's a dent. Some guys will pull a shirt off and you go, "Whoa, I thought you were white, but sorry, my apologies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you go, "Whoa, I guess Jews aren't white." You go, "You guys are hairy. You got the fucking."
Yeah.
They got like up to here, and you go, "It's thick," and you go, "Oh shit, I didn't think
Yeah.
that."
There was this guy I went to musical theater camp with, and he took off a shirt. He had, it's a cape of hair on his back.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just
yeah.
think it had to have been tough. And then I'm sure he eventually found a kink app, and like the women who loved it fucking loved it.
I bet he
and
didn't.
rode him from behind. You don't think so?
Oh, what was that musical theater camp?
Then a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hopefully,
Back hair would
hopefully
be.
gay.
Back hair is
Back hair's hard.
Yeah, back hair is
A lot of back hair.
Yeah,
That's hard.
If I had like a strange amount of back hair, though, I'm definitely exploring the
Laser?
apps.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think it was laser.
The apps.
Would you ever laser anything?
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure I would.
Why? Where?
I would laser my back for sure.
How? Which parts of it?
Maybe the whole thing.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, it's back there, so maybe
What
I
part of
wouldn't
your
see.
back do you not like that's hairy?
If I had back hair, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it.
I think if I did, maybe I would.
I would do asshole. Just around the asshole.
I've never really considered that you could do that, but you couldn't. Your life would be so much easier.
Oh my God, people have no idea.
Are you a bidet guy? Not to turn this into pee pee poo poo talk.
No. This is our pee pee poo poo section. No, I do it. I was in Europe and there were bidets there. It sometimes feels like a lot of extra steps.
Well, sometimes it's a separate thing. When it's a separate thing, I'm like, I just get like, I have like a thing, like a bidet, like a tushy. Thing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have it. I've never installed it. Do you like a bidet?
I don't feel strongly enough. I mean, I've used it when they're around, but I don't have one. You know?
Man, I really can't. I feel like I'm talking to cavemen right now. It's really,
really?
Yeah, I feel like I'm coming in giving you guys like an iPhone.
But then are you dripping?
I really
But then you
think-
stand up, you're dripping.
No, you wipe with the toilet paper. You
Yeah,
dry with
yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah.
You use 3 squares.
Okay.
Whatever.
3
No,
squares.
you use a lot. You know. Whatever.
Oh my God! I had a
Use
roommate
bunch.
once. He said, we go through toilet paper pretty fast. I wanted to be like, shut the fuck
Brother,
up. I don't like
brother,
talking about this.
get a bidet. I will install it for you.
Oh,
I will.
can you imagine?
I've done 3. I've installed 3
I'm
friends
telling
bidets.
you, they don't pay SNL cast members that much money. He's installing bidets.
Make them fucking send you one, by the way, too. Get a
we should.
thing.
We should do a thing for it. I mean, if we can
And send
both
me
get
one
free
too.
bidets,
I want one.
Give us free bidets.
Can I ask, being Arab, do people just assume that you're Muslim and you then correct them, or
Yeah.
do you ever feel like a disconnection with other people who are Muslim,
Oh,
where
yeah.
like you have Arab
Yeah.
in common but not?
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. That's totally the way. That's why it was nice being able to talk about being like Lebanese Christian stuff on the desk was cool, because so many people were reaching out being like, oh, dude, this is such a niche fucking thing that I've never thought would be represented. Because it is a weird, like, you know, anytime I'm at a restaurant, I order something, they're like, and that has pork in it, just so you know. I go, yeah, all good. And they're like, it's always that. It's always, do you drink? It's always like, here's drink tickets, but there's also non-alcoholic beer. Like, it's always a built-in. And I don't really correct it because it feels weird to be like, actually, you know, Lebanon is split up into thirds. There's Marinade. It's like, you know, I am just like, okay, cool, thanks. But
Can you
think most
explain to me
people-
how Lebanon? What is that split?
I believe it's pretty even. Maybe not. It's not in the thirds, but there's always like an even distribution of power. And I'm gonna fuck it up, and people will probably correct it. But it's like
We have no
the
Arab
president.
listeners.
No one is gonna listen. Yeah, no one will be able to correct it. The white people are gonna go. I Google it. The president is always Maronite, and then the prime minister is always Muslim. Is always.
Wait,
I think
as like it's written in the Constitution.
there's somehow, even though they don't really follow rules at all, those are the rules that stay in followed.
What was the president? You said he's what?
President is always Maronite. Maronite is Catholic essentially, or Christian Arab. I don't really know why they call it. Maronite is a version of
Sure.
Catholicism. That's my understanding.
That's what Mark Maron calls his fans too.
Maronites,
That's a real mix-up.
Maronites, yeah. Guys with big hats, yeah.
So yeah, I guess I just don't really like. So what is it like being a Christian Arab? Do you ever feel like, oh, I wish I was Muslim just so I could hang out with the boys?
No, I'm happy like with my thing. I just like I think you just have to be honest with like what your thing is. Being like, all right, we're a little, you know, we have a little imposter syndrome maybe amongst Arabs, because some of it's self-inflicted, because the Christian Arabs always wanted to be more like Europeanized and Westernized. So I think they probably put that distance there, being like, they're French, you know, or all
And
that
does your
shit.
dad, is he like that?
Oh, totally. You know, not like overtly, but he does take pride in being like, we're French and European, whatever the fuck. It's like, you know,
was he more like conservative? Like, I think what's fascinating about Europe, at least like taking in some more of the comedy, is obviously it's a big conversation about Muslims in France, Muslims in the UK, and like there's at least talk about it, and certainly the comedians, that's the thing that they joke about.
Right.
And I guess I'm curious, like, if your dad considers himself kind of French or says,
Dude, my dad puts not even really the French thing, more just like at this point he's like, I'm American. Like we were at a dentist office, or like we were getting our eyes checked, or so we had some appointment at the same time. We were filling out clipboards, and I put Middle East. I put, there was the boxes of things, and it's like white, black, Hispanic, other, and I put other. And I put Middle East, and then I looked at my dad, and he fucking had white. Fucking just didn't even think about it twice.
Really?
Flew through it.
Wow.
White. Yeah.
And do you think it changed over the years? He used to do other, and now he's white.
I wonder. I should kind of. I probably could ask him that. I wonder.
Is his skin tone? Is it same as yours?
He's
darker?
pretty olive looking. He's pretty. His hair is really curly. He's kind of got like a to the side thing. He looks like you could be more Italian than I. I think I maybe look more Arab than he looks.
What do you think the difference? Like.
But I lean into it more. He's like, I don't need it as much because he was born there and he speaks Arabic, and I'm projecting.
But does he lean away from
American insecurity?
Does he lean away? Is he not like? I'm so anti-American at this point in so many ways.
Yeah,
I would lean. I check Israeli
for sure. Yeah. And brother, you could go tomorrow if you want.
Yeah,
you have a whole house there ready.
A whole house ready to go.
There's groceries in there too. The fridge is stacked.
Yeah.
The peanut butter jar's open, but don't worry, but it's new. Fucking no, he doesn't lean away. He just goes like, they pulled up Lebanon. What did he pull up? Lebanon, a religious breakdown. Yeah, it's so funny to see a pie chart and then a graph of the country. He grew up there. He saw what the country could have been. He saw how it was handled. He saw it just thrown away to shit by politicians and everything, and corruption. So it's like,
did he talk to you about that ever? Like, did he say like, this is what can happen?
For sure. We talk about it all the time, and it's like, I love talking to him about it because it's a fascinating era of this golden age that it had, and then the fall and all this stuff. And I think he's so, like a lot of immigrants, they're just like, they were so sick of the shit from their country when they left. Yeah. They're so just like, get me the fuck out of here. That they're here and they, he loves it. He likes going back. It stresses him to go back, but he does.
What stresses him about it?
I think he has maybe anxiety. I mean, he also goes back. He's got his brothers all want shit. They go, hey, I have a business idea. It's like there's that. Sure. Come give. All that stuff. And he just feels like he has to appease fights. There's always the fucking bullshit property everyone's fighting over.
Is he the only sibling that moved?
No. Okay. He has a bunch. He has like 3 or I think he has 3 here, 4 here.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Like 3.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 3
like half.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he also just has this weird fear of getting stuck there too. Like we were supposed to go together, and then we were supposed to go a couple weeks ago, and then the Iran thing elevated more. And then we were like, we can't, because my dad was like, he's like, I had a nightmare that we like couldn't get out like last night. And I was like, Jesus.
Sure.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm like, I want to go because I want to prove that I'm loyal to my country. I'm so full of shit.
So when was the last time you went?
Last time I went was December 2023, maybe. Yeah. I was supposed to go last summer. This is the SNL thing is crazy. I used to talk about it on stage because it was literally like I was supposed to miss the auditions. I would have missed the auditions fully. I would have been in Lebanon right when all this shit happened. I don't know if I would have come back because I was supposed to be in Lebanon, but I had to cancel because of the war. And then I was back home in Chicago when I got the text being like, hey, like they want to see you Monday for like a first round just showcase at a show. Not even for early beginnings, they had never even asked to see me before. So if I was in Lebanon, fucking one, I don't know if I would have been able to get a flight. And two, it's like, would I have been like confident enough to be like, yeah, let me spend $2,000 on a flight tomorrow for a 5-minute first round set at Union Hall,
Yeah.
Thinking already like I stand up, maybe that's not what they're looking for. So it's like, but then I was here and then I, luckily got to do it. So,
So do you feel like a pride? Do you want to go back? Do you want to make being in Lebanon part of your like visit and perform? And
I've had that. I've had it lined up twice, and then both. So that was last summer, and then this summer I was supposed to go again. I was supposed to do a show, same kind of situation, and then literally like 5 days before we bombed Iran, and everyone was like, "This is not going to go."
Can you
away.
help me understand? And I'm very stupid about it. So when the bombing in Iran, is it just like now everywhere around the area we're not visiting?
You're just like worried because you don't know what is gonna spike up and join what, because it's like there's Hezbollah in Lebanon, and it's like they're gonna back Iran's, assuming that they are still whatever you don't know, and they go, oh, these guys, every peace treaty is bullshit. You never really know what a ceasefire means. They're demilitarized. Oh, okay, are they? Because they just had a march 2 days ago, so they look not demilitarized.
Whenever they tell you, they're like, well, Biden negotiated 3 ceasefires, and they're like, and they lasted 10 sequds. Yeah. And they never reached it. It's like
it's more like reloading. It's less of a ceasefire. It's more like nap. Everyone fucking, 3-day weekend. It's a Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
How did you get like your education? Like I think about like my political education, and it basically was an American history political education. And then when I was 24, 25, I finally was like, hey, what's going on? How was there a balance of your dad? I imagine your school, a Catholic school, mostly white kids there, they're giving you kind of the American version of things.
For sure.
Was your dad coming home, and when you got home, and he said, well, let me tell you this other thing? Like, how did you, where was your perspective of America? How did it grow?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know when I guess it definitely happened in college was like the turning point, because up until then, it's like, I think I was more preoccupied with like blending in and just being like, I'm an American, this is, and that also goes with the Christian era kind of luxury or privilege of it also, of like, someone's like, you're a terrorist. And then like my dad would be like, well, we're not, because we didn't do, we're Christian. We don't do, whatever. We're on the other side. We're uninvolved in all of it, or whatever the fuck the angle is. It's like Is
he wearing a big cross around his neck?
No, not even. We're late to church. That's the other thing. It's like everyone's kind of full of shit in it. It's like no one's, even the people that are like, we're the Christian ones, are like barely going to church. They're fucking showing up 20 minutes late. It's like, whatever. But yeah, I think in middle school, high school, I was more just like, I was also uninvolved politically. I didn't really, I was more busy with being funny, making whatever. It's like I was like trying to be funny to my friends and do bits. And then I, whatever, got into college, and then I started doing stand up. And then in Bloomington, Indiana, cool, shout out. But it's like a very liberal kind of Portland town. Yeah. And I started stand up with this like callous, like bro-y kind of humor, whatever.
What are we talking?
Like kind of like open micy Anthony Jeselnik, but bad, like just kind of like misdirection, like abortion joke or whatever the fuck,
How old were you?
19.
There's sometimes I think I'm so lucky that I didn't really start until I was 26, 27. Yeah. And I'm like, at 19, what my version of edgy would have been.
Oh, dude. There are people that were at my first open mic that I hope I could just like fucking just like take a vein out of there. I wish I could like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, pluck certain memories out of their head forever.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. And I know there's probably a video. So I think one of my friends probably has a video of it. Or, where I'm like, I would fucking die if I had to hear that. If you put that up on this. Yeah. Our next video actually is your first time.
I have a couple. I have like, I can think of like 3 jokes and 2 videos where I'm like, I hope never.
Totally.
What?
You can just tell you're too eager. You think you're so funny and you're holding the mic even in a way, and you're like, God, this guy just sucks all around.
Yeah, I can't even say.
Yeah,
I can't even say. There were some jokes that I had that I'm like,
I'll tell you mine off air. I'll tell you my first.
Sure. Good.
So bad.
That's why every comedian is ultimately more lenient with this stuff, because we're like, we have skeletons.
Oh
yeah. Well, you're just bad too. It's like, is it malintent or are you incapable?
But that's what people don't understand, is that like sometimes offensive comedy can come from a hateful place, and sometimes it comes from you don't have taste. It's not developed.
You're figuring it out. Yeah.
That's when like I remember getting more like into like whatever like changing my view on stuff was like doing that open mic and then being told like, hey, you don't have to do like, you can just be funny and be nice. And I was like, oh yeah, I am. I don't think how I'm saying on stage. Why am I putting on a thing? So why am I trying on this fucking full costume of like a mean guy or whatever,
Yeah.
Which is so normal. I feel like that's how everyone starts. You just go like, let me just say the craziest shit.
I just think what were you like politically when you were like in college, and Because we ended up
Similar, I think. Well, I was maybe a little more politically. Also, I grew up upstate New York, so it was a traditionally more conservative area, but my parents were like liberal.
But
So-
did you have the belief where, like, I really thought what I think of the moral superiority of a lot of leftist positions, I thought the Democrats were that.
Yeah, of course.
At that time.
You grew up a Democrat.
Yeah, but my parents
And
weren't
I
really
grew up,
involved.
like-
My school was a Democrat. You know,
Yeah.
my school, it was like, I went to such a liberal place. One person voted for
there were
Bush.
good
You were a
guys-
theater
Election.
kid, which I do think.
Gay rights was the driving force behind all my
Yeah.
political beliefs.
I was faking it, trying to be like, I'm a sports guy in high school. It's like, I think that's why I was like borderline Republican until college.
Oh,
And then I was
interesting.
like, oh God, I'm a,
yeah.
I'm a cock. I'm a snowflake.
Why do sports? It's interesting. Like, why do sports? You know, it makes sense why theater feels tied towards being more liberal. But if we could get sports there
I think because you guys are you're watching Casablanca when you're 14, and the other guys are hitting their heads physically at each other.
Sure.
You know?
Did you play football?
No, but my parents never let me. But I always wanted to. But then I played basketball. That was my next like
Yeah.
team adjacent thing that I could get in.
Were you good?
I was good skill wise. Like I worked really hard, and I was good. But then I never really got enough play time to really like figure it out. You know?
But you got the height for it.
Yeah, I got the hype for it. I had everything going for me naturally. Everything on paper, you'd think this guy's a shoo-in.
Oh man, that's why they kept trying to get me to play.
What did
And
you
it was-
play? Did you do a
I
track
was
and
I was
field?
center.
Anything?
No,
You did nothing.
I did basketball up until middle school.
Oh God, you'd be so bad at basketball. I could just see it. Do you know what I mean?
What the
Like,
fuck?
no, I mean like it's just funny because you are tall, and you can dance, but there's something about the way that you are.
They said Michael Jordan danced out there. They said he was.
Oh no!
You know, this guy could be.
I just imagine you dribble is so funny. We should do that. On
you should do a
Patreon. You
dribble video
dribbling.
for the
Yeah,
Patreon.
yeah.
You should say.
I like
It is the thing.
basketball.
You know how like when you see like your dad like sprint or something, and you're like, it's like humanizing in a way. I think seeing like people that you look up to maybe dribble would be really bad for people to see.
Yeah.
If I saw like Leonardo DiCaprio dribble, I'd be like, this guy's not a celebrity. This guy sucks.
yeah.
It would be really good.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, fucking.
There was
who
a video
else
of
should be-
JD Vance running recently, and his
yeah, I
arms
saw
kind of came
this.
up here with it.
no.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're like, yeah, that's.
Oh, that's why you bomb places.
Oh, that's why you're awful.
That's why you're worried about gay rights in the Middle East.
Totally. Do a jumping jack. Oh, fuck.
There you go.
You could have just said so, buddy.
Oh.
Come on. You can fucking watch the play with us. Come on. You don't have to be over there.
Yeah.
Um,
I did. I played football, but it's so funny to imagine. I don't think I talked to anyone. I did it, and I mean, I did talk to them, but like, I remember. I think I've told this before. On this, I remember one time as a bit, I was the center, offensive center, so I'd have to call huddle.
Yeah.
And you have to go scream huddle, you know. And one time I go huddle, huddle, huddle. No one laughed.
Oh, you did it intentionally. I thought it came out.
I thought it'd be funny.
added
I thought
detail,
it'd be
the score was 49 to -2.
No. It was at a. I almost said rehearsal. It was at a practice, but no one laughed, and I was like, oh, "Come on now."
You went, fuck you guys. I'm voting for Obama.
I was like, "This is so funny." To be like, huddle, huddle, huddle.
That's so funny.
And then you stopped sports after that?
After that,
I
right there, he
did
put his helmet
sports
down.
after. I was
This
good
isn't
at
for me.
football. Like I was like an all-star. Like
shit.
I could have played in a bad college. You know, like there's like division like 4 or whatever. Like I could have been like at one of those like state schools playing on a team.
I didn't know Division 4 was a thing.
Maybe I'm thinking of high school. I'm thinking of like
Division 4 is high school. You go back to playing against high school.
I could have played at a state school in New York, but I didn't. I was good at it, and I liked something about it. I liked that you were forced to. It was hard, and like something about.
You know what I miss for being a kid is like forced activity.
Yeah.
Because now I have to make sure I fit it in, otherwise I feel weird.
Yeah.
And back then there was people yelling at you all the time. Every day after school
Yelling
you
at
would
you.
fucking
Yeah.
sweat until you were like, I'm gonna pass out, and then you were like, oh, I don't feel as much anxiety. Now
Yeah.
I'm like fucking booking yoga classes or whatever the fuck. It's like,
But that I hated sports so much, and I go back. I'm like, could someone have talked me into this? could someone have gotten me to do this? I feel like I would have been happier.
Doing sports.
Just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was video games, and my dad just let me not do shit. And
I always just doing stuff.
look at us now.
I wasn't doing as much. I kind of relate to being like, I don't have as many.
You like to chill. I'm super anxious and like doing yoga classes every fucking day. Yesterday I got back from Moscow. I was like,
upside down.
I gotta take a spin
both of
class.
us are not great
This
about
guy's-
not filling our time
This
with
guy's
shit.
fucking
though.
upside down in a hotel room every weekend. He's
That's
fucking
true.
doing wall
Yeah,
stands.
Yeah.
Elbow stand,
Which was
pretty
really
good.
impressive. I saw that on your story. That was
Oh
good.
yeah, I can do that pretty well.
Never even tried it, but
You doing yoga?
I'm doing yoga. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's feeling good.
How are you? Good.
I go a decent amount. Like, yeah, I can look like not a beginner. You know.
Now that you're on camera more regularly, and they're talking about playing Luigi. I mean, my God, someone said you should play Luigi. The first thing I do
you
is
think
develop an eating disorder.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta get shredded. Fuck, I gotta cut 15 pounds. I gotta play Luigi, even though I'm gonna be fully clothed. Do you think we're gonna still talk about him going forward? It seems like they wanted to just be like, no one's hearing about it.
I know so little about the court process that it's just like you just wait. And
I
then
imagine
one
they
day-
don't want us talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what. I just don't even know where it is. If they execute him,
He just
I
pops
do
out with
think
new
it could
haircuts
be-
all the time.
We
He's always
have to
coming out
ask
with a new
Lisa Trigger.
fade.
She follows it all.
I agree.
She
She's
follows
always
it.
my
She does
source
it all.
also.
She's all nailing him
Yeah.
things like right pretty
Nailing?
much. Yeah.
No.
I've seen her story. She talked about it. Like she mails him things.
he's in New York.
in New York,
We
you
should
could
break
do
him
it.
out.
You
Yeah,
we should have him on the downside.
I'm sure she has updates on everything happening with him.
I don't know. Right now, it's like you sit back and you go, well, is something going to happen in America where we all just fucking break down the walls and, if Zoran wins and then Trump puts Zoran in jail, is that when it happens? But I was in Istanbul, Turkey, and, they go like, their mayor had just been arrested
Yeah.
by Erdogan, and they're like, yeah, we protested for 2 days and nothing happened, and now we're at your comedy show. And I go, oh, we're the
Wow.
same.
All the same. Huh?
So
We're all
all
the
the
same,
same.
and you
Why are all
go.
these
Is
people-
it just we've had it nice for too long? And like when does it happen? When do the protests start really
Picking up, huh?
But it has to be
When does
more
it
than
become
just-
French Revolution?
I mean, the media's so-
When does it become that? And it's like people are like, no one's going to work. Like that's kind of what has to happen, right? Like
we need
everyone's
to
be
make
like,
a new
no one's
super
going to work.
variant. We need to break a new COVID super variant, bring that back,
Sure.
get everyone out of work, and then everything else will go from there.
I think we've just lived in a seemingly functional society for too long. I think like, do you remember when the women's march with the pink hats?
Do I?
Like, did you have like? I don't even know where I was there.
I don't know why.
Doing your eyebrows, yeah.
No, you were sexualizing them.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
he
you
was
were
there
doing.
during-
Yeah, I don't know
Do
why
I,
I did
brother?
that. I'm so sorry.
Big
bro.
day for me.
Okay, what do you think about this Sydney Sweeney jean commercial thing?
What is this? I saw this. also.
So, I told my sister we'd stop talking about Sydney Sweeney, but can't. Sorry, honey.
Sorry, you get three
Sorry.
dogs
Sorry.
in a room like
Sorry,
this.
Toots.
Three guys that aren't sports guys in a room. Look at us. We didn't play sports. We're still back here talking about Sydney Sweeney on a podcast.
She did a jean
American
commercial.
Eagle.
American Eagle?
Yeah.
American Eagle. So Sydney Sweeney is doing an American Eagle commercial where she's putting on the jeans, looking pretty good, and they do the classic play on words of like, I got good jeans.
Oh.
And people are going like, in this time, considering that she has a super conservative family, I guess, famously
Yeah.
I mean, she did the show.
I wasn't there, but
you weren't there.
No, I wish. No, just kidding.
You don't wish?
I wish so I could have stuttered hello
You
to her
have-
in the hallway. I'm a big fan. She
I
goes,
have a
"Thanks,"
sketch and we kiss and we'll work out the rest
and then
of the
I
day.
propose marriage.
Yeah, I would have
at the
loved
end.
to waft her perfume
Yeah,
as she flipped
yeah.
me off, or whatever. No, I'm sure she's nice, but
But so yeah, the whole thing is they go, this is a eugenics commercial. This is like Nazi
Yeah.
propaganda. She's blonde and blue eyes, and they're saying jeans,
about
and she looks
jeans
really
and-
good.
Yeah.
And I listen.
it's a big distraction to get away from. Holy shit! How much money did they pay Sydney Sweeney to model American Eagle?
Also, I hadn't heard the two words American Eagle in a decade.
I know.
or
Yeah.
more. So I'm like
What is-
a little bit like, did they go Nazi so people would talk about
what is
it?
Pedro Pascal going to be doing? Fucking Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah,
next
you
week?
know what I mean? What are we
Jesus.
talking about? Like,
My biggest problem is I look at all the wonderful liberal causes and that I support.
Yeah.
And I go, guys, if we want to win some victories, we cannot be going anti-Sydney Sweeney.
No,
we
no, we
cannot
can't.
be going against this force of nature now.
We gotta support her.
Yeah.
We gotta support
We have
her.
to support Sydney
But we
Sweeney.
just like we pick so many battles we can't win, and this really is right now. If we let it slide, I think it's.
But is it a battle, or is it just something people get mad about for 2 days on?
They get mad about it for 2 days, but it's like, and a lot of people don't like this stuff, but it's like we come off like whiny bitches, and that anger towards like policing and complaining in that way, I do think gets people, and I don't think it's appropriate, but they go, oh, you're so annoying, I'm just going to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
I really do think that is the core of the pro-Trump movement, is just being annoyed with hearing people like, well, blah, 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 blah. So I don't even necessarily disagree. I just think advertising, arts, all of this is, what's the phrase, downstream. When they say something's downstream of culture, that usually means, does that mean that something happens and this is kind of the after effect? Dealing with ads is not going to affect the Nazi movement. And I don't think the ads are necessarily encouraging people to be Nazis.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney has big tits. And we cannot make the liberal movement anti-big tit in America and win elections.
Right.
That's my...
I know, but we do this with everything. This is what trans debates were about. It was all this thing, this like distraction argument of like, while nothing changes, we're just going to keep you guys occupied with like a culture war.
Sure. And I just think like, I think you got to let go of like something like an American Eagle jeans commercial and focus on trans
shoot
rights.
A guy in the head is what you're saying. No. Got that.
But really, that's the
two-
Luigi ad. It's Sydney
that's
Sweeney's
what-
doing the jean commercial and Luigi, he's crying. And he goes, sorry.
Dude, if they really want to kill the Luigi thing, they'll make him be like a Calvin Klein ad or something. Like they'll get him into Capitol. I was just watching the Hunger Games last night, and the fucking listen to this. President Snow in the Hunger Games, genius idea. Katniss Everdeen becomes this voice of a revolution, and he goes, "How do we silence her?" And then the other guy, fucking Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, I don't know what the name in the show is, but he's like, "No, you can't kill her. You have to make them think that she's like us now." And they parade her around, and they bring her all the Capitol, attire, and they make her look like the 1%, and then everyone goes, "Bleh."
I see you haven't finished the Hunger Games.
I have not. We're going to watch the third one tonight. That's
Okay,
the plan.
well, wait till the end before you go. This is the strategy to go.
Does she have to go back in a third time? Because at that point, you have to kill yourself. If you're going in the Hunger Games a third time,
I hate to have to tell you.
You
what's
have
gonna
to go.
happen in the
Maybe
Hunger-
it's me.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. I just think like the I just think it's
sure
more,
agree.
It's more people act like maybe you could look at the ads and go, wow, I do think this reflects something in society that feels a little. I mean, first of all, it's also looking to like close commercials for some kind of body positivity. I'm like, you're looking in the wrong
And this
spaces.
is not, we're not.
Well, body positivity almost feels like to them now. They're like the rare thing is like Sydney Sweeney. They're like, we haven't given you Sydney Sweeney in like 4 years, so you're welcome.
And they go body go body negativity. You look at these they're not all looking like Sydney Sweeney. I'll tell you that.
Who?
I'll tell you that. The Nazis.
Or you know what?
The neo-Nazis, the conservatives.
Do Sydney Sweeney, but then just have a better ad, have a better copywriter.
Yeah.
Don't even put a line. Sydney Sweeney in American
In your
Eagle jeans.
jeans.
Got it. She wears the jeans.
But
Cool.
listen, it got everyone talking about it.
I get one of Sydney Sweeney's like other relatives and be like, see, jeans can express themselves in all sorts of ways.
Yeah.
This one's not as hot.
Yeah.
So maybe don't base your whole
But
society
maybe
on
they
jeans.
are. I haven't seen her family. They could all look like that. I don't know.
You think her brother's got big tits and a fat ass?
Oh my God.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is recorded.
I like that. I just love saying big tits. I like also say big fat cock is very funny to say.
Big fat cock.
Big fat cock. I can say it too. I can say it both
Mommy
all
milker.
genders.
I've been using mommy milkers, not about Sydney Sweeney, but I've been using that one lately.
Who? Your wife?
No.
Who are you using them for? What do you mean you're using them?
I just told you a story on the Patreon where I used the mommy milkers. I was introduced to the term, and I think it's a funny term now.
But when you say you've been using them,
No,
you say I've been using mommy milkers.
I've been using the term, not
He's been
using
respecting mommy milkers.
I've been respecting and empowering
mommy milkers
lately.
All around the country. You can see him. He has tour dates on his website. He'll come to Portland.
Yeah.
Who's your dream SNL guest?
That's a good question.
Both musical and host.
Ooh. Ooh.
For me, it would be falsettos.
Jesus Christ.
Falsettos. I don't really know.
It's a musical by William Finn.
Okay.
It's not a band. It's not
Ladies
something
and
it would
gentlemen.
be. Ladies and gentlemen,
Chicago.
a performance of falsettos.
That's the only other play I know right now. Chicago Wicked. Yeah.
They should have Rachel Zegler do Evita. I want musical theater to get. I saw Rachel Zegler do Evita in London, and it's like the music is so poppy. I'm like, this is our chance to get back in the pop world. Musical theater used to have radio hits.
Yeah.
And they tried with Hamilton. They tried to make like God, I can't even think of the rappers. Sia did one, Busta Rhymes did one, and it just was like it was too theater kiddie. It was just too much. But I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, you're right there.
Get back in the mainstream.
You think that'll save musical theater?
Wicked, Evita.
Oh, Wicked was huge for you guys this year. That was like fucking
Sure, you
massive.
guys.
I don't think they've ever done a musical
Wicked
on
was
SNL,
huge
though.
for you guys.
Yeah,
Wicked was huge
big year
for
us.
theater fans.
Yeah.
So
I imagine movies coming out about musical theater, about musicals, is contentious maybe because sometimes they're hits, sometimes they're misses.
Wicked, I was shocked at how good the first part was.
Yeah.
The second half of that musical, I do not think is as strong, and I just am skeptical of it being a movie. I hope to be proven wrong.
Where did you grow up again? Did you grow up?
Potomac, Maryland.
Oh, fuck, okay. I also have a theory that I think if you grew up East Coast, maybe more New York Central, I thought, you have a better understanding of plays and musicals.
Well,
of the
East
arts.
Coast, Potomac,
Because
Maryland is
that's what it
very
is.
East
So then
Coast.
it is that. Because
Yeah.
I grew up in the Midwest, I feel like I had to self-educate on fucking a lot of culture coming here, you know?
Yeah.
Musical plays, fucking plays, I'm like, I need to go and like be moved and make myself go because I feel like it's a big, I don't take advantage of that, you know? I
Had you
live
been
here.
acting before SNL?
No, a little bit. In college, I took like a 101 class.
Yeah.
And then...
Have you been practicing more? Like, are you envisioning, like, you must have the fantasy of the
Oh, I love it.
movies
It's
and-
great. It's
You
so
do?
fun. Yeah. I have a blast. I really want to do a lot of it.
Are you doing no stand-up during the season?
I'm doing it here and there when I can. It depends. You know, it's hard to plan for it because a lot of nights you think you're done at 8:30 and then you're there till midnight and you're like, all right. So you feel bad fucking canceling.
Do you feel less sharp than you once were with stand-up?
I feel it's good to touch it during the season, to go do it, to have like confidence, because sometimes weeks there you're like, I feel like I'm not funny and all that. So it's good to go do stand up because you're like, okay, yeah, I can do this and this is funny and whatever. And you're in a vacuum there, It's good to see like an audience that isn't the fucking SNL live, It's good to go
would
get
you describe
practice
that
with
audience as just always lightning hot, or is there ever a moment where you're like, damn, this audience is really tight right now?
It's like stand-up where like there's crowd differences. There's early it's like the dress rehearsals at 8:30 or 8, and then the live show's at 11:30. It's like it's a dress, or it's an early and a late show. It feels like that.
Yeah.
And if one is really hot, you always worry because you go, all right, the next one's not going to feel like that, or if one's kind of tight, you're a little relieved because you're like, all right, the next one will probably be better. And yeah, it's funny. It's funny how similar it can be to doing like just fucking 2 shows a night. And
have there been any SNL episodes that you were not in at all?
I think the Chappelle episode, I was in a pre-tape.
That
and
monologue went long.
The monologue was long. Whichever one, that's always the one, I guess. You look back and there was like 3 sketches in every episode.
Sure.
So that one, I think I got zeroed out.
Is it weird? Are you walking? You're there.
You're there. You feel bad. You feel really bad.
Yeah.
What are you walking around going like?
Do you
hey,
watch it?
Great
You're
work.
just sitting in the dressing room, or you're going around like kind of like?
You're in your dressing room. You're kind of going down. Actually, I don't really know what do you do? You fucking.
Do you go out at the bows?
Yeah, you go to good nights. Absolutely. Yeah.
And the audience goes, "Who's that guy?"
You go like, oh, and only the real SNL fans go, oh, Emil, he didn't get it. Like, there are people that know that roster every year. who are like, oh,
Yeah.
And then after they ask, why weren't you in anything? You go, I didn't want to be.
Can you imagine being? Can you imagine being a super fan of SNL and asking someone, why weren't you in it? Like just not knowing. Yeah.
Or they're just like, oh, we missed you this week, and you go, I know, I feel terrible on the inside.
Yeah.
You go in the car and you go to the after party, and you're like,
yeah.
But also, it's like that's the tough part about it, is like you're always being in perspective of like, it's my first year here, so this is fucking crazy anyways.
Yeah.
But that goes away pretty quick, where you start being like, I need still to feel a threshold of like, you expect something, which is dumb. You should still expect nothing, probably.
Have you ever had one line in something and you're like, God, how do I fucking nail this line?
Totally. Oh yeah, that's most of the little things I have now. I feel like I have like 1 or 2 lines, and I go, all right.
What was the line you remember? Do you remember?
I had a line that Timothy Chalamet is in a barista, and it's barista training, and they're talking about what to put on the sign, and he keeps pitching these kind of like Def Jam comedy bits.
Yeah, I remember.
About
That was a
being
good sketch.
with a big woman and stuff, and then and then I'm a customer later, and I just kind of come in, and I'm at the counter, and he goes, "Excuse me," he's like, "How big is your wife?" And I'm like, sorry, I'm just trying to order. She is decently large, though. And then I dap him up. Yeah. And I riffed the dap up, which I was glad he went in for it, too.
You riffed it?
Well, I just kind of did, like, the broiness of it, I think. And I was like, and I remember the writers were like, oh, thank you for giving that, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. So it's like,
yeah,
I think you do try to milk the small ones. But then you also feel a little bit of, like, you kind of want to get in. Like, when the camera's on you, it feels hot. And you're like,
sure.
It is hard to really be like...
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
You don't want to be like,
but you're
annoying.
memorized.
You don't want to be annoying.
Do you feel like you're as memorized as you could be? Or are you really looking at those cue cards?
Your cue cards.
You really are.
Yeah, you like they tell you do not memorize, because I think that
they say that.
You hear horror stories, and even going in, I was like, I'm gonna fucking memorize.
Oh yeah, of course.
But also the eye line is the cards. So I think they set it up so that naturally it looks. You should be looking at cards because that looks the most natural.
Yeah.
But what is it? Right behind Timothy's head?
It's off. It'll be like if you're like, you would never be like this. I think you'd be like, and also I might be wrong because I've only done this for 1 season. But like if we're in a scene like this, you're there, I'm here, the camera's here. I'd be talking to Russell. I'd be talking like above Russell's head.
Yeah.
And that's so different. I mean, I've done all sorts of different theater things. I've never acted while reading, while standing and
yeah, you act to the cards, which is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. But then sometimes when it's them, you can kind of cheat and look.
Yeah.
But then I've noticed if you watch yourself back, you don't want to give up. If you've decided that this person is there, you don't want to go, yeah, and then there, because then that gives away that you're like, oh, that's the cards he's reading.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to remember.
It reminds me of Ian McKellen when he did Lord of the Rings. They say that he had to do like a whole scene with tennis balls because the hobbits were so much shorter than him.
It's
and he started crying and said, "This is not what I wanted to do with my life."
Petting a tennis ball like it's your dragon or whatever. Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Wait, he never gave us his host.
Dream host, Dream music.
I have to cop out of this because the fucking season I came in was the 50s, so it's like everyone. I would have said Mulaney, and then Mulaney came.
Sure, yeah.
And fucking Chapel Roan was there. That was sick. That was another musical guest where I was like, I got it. Because during my auditions, I was listening to. That's when I found Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
I was really late to it, and then I found Chapel Roan while I was auditioning. So I was like,
I do love that song.
I was literally fucking dancing around naked in my apartment before these auditions, just like to Pink Pony Club.
My favorite is Good Luck Babe. Is that what it's called?
Unreal.
Oh, yeah.
Her Fallon
great song.
performance of it. Unreal.
Oh, I need to see that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
God, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
And as you know, I visualize myself as a lesbian, singing it towards a woman who's left me for a man and going like, well, in the song, it's there's a lot of like, go enjoy this life with a man. You're just someone's wife.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm singing it.
When we leave here, you're Buffalo Bill tucking and doing it in the mirror.
Sometimes before we even leave.
For sure, yeah.
I'm dancing naked, but with the tuck.
Yeah.
Just one piece of tape.
Sometimes he's already pre-tucked before we do the podcast just to feel.
Just to stretch out.
Just so you guys know, there's some of these episodes I'm fully tucked.
Yeah.
You can guess which.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next segment. This has got to stop.
This has got to stop.
First, we're going to do, hopefully we'll remember to do this, exploring. Again, join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside. We are taking This Has Got to Stops from patrons and doing one on the show.
Oh, we are.
Ty, do you have a This Has Got to Stop from one of our patrons?
We have one from David here. This has got to stop. Jukebox Biomusicals. No, I don't care about the life story of Janis Templeton, some 85-year-old singer who somehow has 5 diamond records that I've never heard of. Whoa, you're telling me she had a meteoric rise? Did she struggle with drugs and fame? Sad face emoji. And then once you've made the show, don't send it on tour to clog up the touring schedule with nonsense.
Okay, strong feelings.
Really specific too. It's about touring and
I definitely get it. Drugs, you need to have a reason to do it. Not every story's a whole story. Some of it's just kind of like, well, it's good. It's a little bit stressful sometimes.
I feel that way less about musicals because more about biopics in general.
Absolutely, biopics.
I'm good with the biopics. I think
Sure.
It's been so long since I've seen one where I'm like, oh, this is really good, or like there's just such a formula to it, and it's so boring to me.
I think I really
And
don't.
the impressions, like it's like when you get just don't even try to do a voice, like it takes me out of it.
Yeah, I'm not particularly impressed. Not because they're not good, but I'm just like, okay, you sound like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, you sound like the thing we already have on record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll just go listen to that probably still instead.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Or sometimes it's so funny. Like I remember, what's his name, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, when he did the Snowden one, and I was like, it was like,
I forget that's a biopic too.
Look, and you're like, yes, Snowden does have a funny voice, but you're like, it just sounded so funny that you're like, you can't talk 2 hours that way.
Yeah,
like,
it's like how they have British
really?
accents in whatever some old show about I don't even know. It could be nowhere near Britain, but they go British, and your brain does go, that fits that guy.
Yeah,
that is what that would sound like.
Yeah.
I think especially with the music ones, it's just like, well, if the story's not that good, you're going to be pelted with all the songs. That's the way to get through it.
Yes.
And so I go, if I'm going to see a music biopic, should make one where there's fucking no music in it. Show me a Bruce Springsteen one. Every time he's about to play, next scene. That's what I want.
That sounds
You want
fun.
the behind, you want just the movie.
Yeah.
You want a movie with a guy.
That's
in
what
it.
people want.
That's what people want.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen
but then Bruce
without the
Springsteen
music.
one's coming out too, and again, it's like, I'll just listen to Bruce. I don't go to the movie to listen to a soundtrack.
I think actors also probably want to be like, dude, I fucking learned guitar. Like, sick, huh?
Yeah.
Like, and then you're like, no, but then you watch Bradley Cooper fucking shred in A Star Is Born, and you're like, pretty cool.
I never even watched Stars Born because I don't know.
Dude, Lady Gaga singing La Vie en Rose. I've cried.
I like their duet. I do their duet.
You do their duet?
And I imagine I'm singing with Bradley Cooper and I'm Lady Gaga. I visualize just singing these songs. It's not even that. It's not even I want to be a woman. I want to be able to sing.
I want to be a woman who sings.
Yeah,
I want to be able to sing that pitch.
Yes.
I just want to be able to wail up high.
Opening with, I'm not saying I want to be a woman. I just
wanna
want
be a man
feel,
who
and
can
I want
sing like a woman.
I want to feel wanted how a woman does.
Well, also like it's also the emotions that a woman like gets to sing about. A man is like, well, you hurt me, and then like Lady Gaga's like, ah, and I want to wail. I just want to wail.
You want to fucking sing Halo by Beyonce? We get it.
Of course.
Of course, we all have.
You never visualized yourself singing a woman's song?
Not really, but
I noticed the other day my good friend Chris, who was at JFL and was on my show.
Chris is always singing songs.
No, but he did my show, and he does a character where he's an acting teacher who's a woman. Russell's playing a woman right now off Broadway, and I gotta look at my guy friends and I say we have something in common, and right. I visualize it. You both are doing it on stage.
Yeah, that's why I don't visualize it.
There's something clearly.
I'm
not even appreciating it.
Yeah, it's not the singing. No, it's like I visualize myself being an 11-year-old girl. I mean, because that's what I'm doing 8 times a week. But
Can I tell you, someone wrote me. You have no idea. They live in a different country, and they said, because I've been sharing Ginger Twinsies to help with those ticket sales.
Thank you so much.
And you owe me some money.
Yeah.
But they wrote,
he really fucking believes in your career. He's losing followers every time he posts a link tree.
Yeah. What did they say? A woman and a man address is not funny.
No, not exactly. They said. I think worse. It said it's really interesting in these times that Russell's always playing women.
Oh.
And I was ready to go to war. I would go to war to defend
my
your right to wear a dress on stage.
I would go to war.
Thank
you so much.
To say like this is not like the Sydney Sweeney ad. This is. I mean, that's what I think of when I see you in a dress.
Yeah.
This
Sydney
is
Sweeney.
not. This is not what's causing homophobia, transphobia.
Yeah.
In fact, the exploration of the embracement and the of gender leads towards minds being more open. I would go to war.
Yeah. Well, I think the fear is that like it's a bit like you're doing it like tongue in cheek of like, oh, the whole joke is that it's a guy in a dress.
Even if it's a bit, my thing is like even on the football team where the football players play the cheerleaders and vice versa, I go, you know what? It's opening up minds. Someone's putting on a dress. Some guys go, "Wow, this is really interesting. I have to cross my legs like this."
And then they go, "Whoa, feels." And then one or two of them go, "Fucking feels really good." And then they become, they transition.
Yeah.
So you're saying it could lead to progressiveness. It's the mushroom trip that would break them open.
Yeah, and even if it's done as a bit, I think in a more like in a hyper fascistic conservative society which we're entering, I don't think Trump is doing that. Or J.D. Vance is doing that. I think when they were more liberal, there's a picture of J.D. Vance where he like has a wig on and he's like having fun.
Yeah,
and I bet he was more liberal then.
I think also. I mean, my thing too is that if we're gonna, if gender's a construct and that sort of thing, then we all should be able to play with it and get to play in that. And because otherwise, if only certain people are allowed to play with gender, then it doesn't make.
Yeah, the voice you do while you're wearing the dress doesn't help though. You always going, my stomach hurts.
I'm a dumb woman.
Yeah, I think you should cut the scene where you get behind the wheel of a car and just crash it immediately.
Yeah.
You see the thing Uber? Uber, they want to float a new program where
no more female drivers.
Well, quite the opposite, where women can request to have a female driver. And I go, we are not in a place as a society to even entertain this conversation. And also, by the way, it doesn't always give you a female driver. It just like kind of encourages it. I'm like, can we not have the discussion until it's done?
Yeah.
Can we not like have the thought experiment as a country right
while
now?
it's in beta form
of whether like this is good or whether this is bad or all that jazz.
Yeah. People are being trans just so they can get female Uber drivers or whatever the next thing would be.
Or like suddenly it's like they're picked up and it's Russell in his ginger twinsies dress and it's like,
I'm always going home in costume. Yeah.
You need to make a little extra scratch in the way you're doing it.
Yeah.
I saw a show. There's a show where the guy was a taxi driver. It's a one-man show, and at the end, an audience member, he picks them and he drives them in a cab home. Isn't that crazy?
I hate that.
It was cool.
No, it wasn't.
It's a gimmick. It's fun. I like it. If the show was good, I like it at the end.
I think you have every right. And I'm saying like liberals,
we don't
want to go against big tits and a fat ass. You know what I mean?
No. Let me wear a dress and let us keep our big tits and fat asses.
Let us good jeans show, baby.
Yeah.
This got to stop. And I think my personal trainer listens to this podcast, so I'm being real passive aggressive. So you're gonna hear it when you text me before a session. I'm on my way. From where? What does that mean? I hope so.
You could have said
a lot of places.
Are you going to be on time? Are you on your way from an unusual spot?
Yeah.
The phrase "I'm on my way" with no other context means absolutely nothing to me.
And it's intentional. As someone who sends an "on my way," it means.
Oh, it means like it could be 10.
It means hey, I'm about to be 20 minutes late.
Yeah, you could say I'll see you there. When I text someone I'm on my way, it usually is like I'm not there when I'm supposed to be, but I'm on my way.
Yeah.
And so just tell me. See you soon.
Are you comfortable enough with him to throw an ETA question mark right back?
He's been on time every time. It seems to be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, because it can't just be me. You tell other people I'm on my way. They're going, okay.
Yeah.
Will I see you at the right time?
I told you that today. I said, hey, I'm going to be on. I said, it might be 5 to 10 minutes late. Hopping on the F. Pretty vague also.
Yeah, you
F
did,
goes
you did
a lot of
5
places.
to 10.
5 to 10
and then to soften it, you said, I'm dealing with a train. So it could be anything.
Could be anything.
And you can't be mad because I already told you.
Yeah.
But F, you go, oh, F
I
comes
love
right
the
here.
train.
It's
You
probably
gotta
really
always
close.
use the train, you know.
Yeah.
Do you this gotta stop?
Yeah, this has got to stop. Unsolved crimes being turned into documentaries. I'm having to investigate so many crimes on Reddit and keep up with them, and they never have answers. And so we've got to stop making these Netflix documentaries, and if we don't have a resolution yet. I'm living my life with like 5 to 7 cases that I follow up on and see if there's any updates.
How do these movies end? It's just a drone shot?
They throw out some theories to you, and then they say, we're going to leave you with that. We're going to leave you with 3 to 4 theories, and you can argue on Reddit with people. And and you don't know going into it because you don't want to ruin the experience. Yeah. So you watch it being like, okay, maybe this one, they know what happened to this poor woman, Amy, in the Bahamas that went missing. And then you get to the end and god damn, she's still missing. And we don't know. Could have fallen overboard, could have been sex trafficked. A lot of theories out there, but no answers. And so I have multiple kind of cases that I'm having to keep going back to.
Like a retired cop.
Yeah. A retired cop.
You got pictures of these women on your walls.
But really bad, like I guess a lot of cops, not good at the job, and just kind of looking on Reddit and not finding answers and being like, oh, well, this isn't solved still. So
there should be something at the beginning of the movie saying, hey, just so you know, this doesn't have an ending.
We didn't end this, yeah.
Spoiler alert, there's no spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get their argument would be like, we're trying to drum up attention, to blah blah blah. But I gotta say, it's just very frustrating as the
Dude,
viewer.
it felt like a couple years ago before everyone was on board with these big world issues, and it's like it felt like we were teaming to find single people, like one. You know what I mean? I feel like people were teaming up online to find a woman that was missing.
There were stories like Reddit solved the case.
Yeah, there's not a.
For me,
no
it
more.
was Serial. That
Serial, I
first
was thinking
season.
that
Did you
also.
listen?
Yeah, Anon,
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Anon, yeah.
And it was like I told people, I said, if he didn't do this, if they prove that he didn't do this, then I no longer trust anything that I think, because I listened to the whole thing and I was like, he did it. He did it. It was just. It was.
I can't remember like how.
Is that?
It was just like there was a lot of like, they broke up. There was a lot of like. This was kind of the.
It was like they broke up and they got in a big fight and then he stormed off and then she died an hour later. And you're like,
and the emotional thing that she kept going was like, could a guy who had never done anything violent before be so upset after a breakup to murder a woman? And I thought, yeah. I think in the history of the world,
hopefully nothing.
They're
going to
play this in the documentary.
Play this in the
About
documentary,
but one
it's
with an
gonna be
ending.
really upsetting. Yeah,
It
could a
was
guy
Gianmarco
who had
Soresi.
everything going for him.
could a stand-up comedian.
A hit podcast.
Everything going. He was having current members of SNL featured players. On
Maybe
his
pending current members of on SNL.
Do you have a This Has Got to Stop?
I have a This Has Got to Stop. Children, maybe more young teens, holding up the line in coffee shops with bullshit orders.
Yes.
Get
What are
the
we talking
fuck
about here?
if you
How
are
complicated?
They're
ordering
ordering milkshakes
a
and like
frap,
Yep,
anything
frap,
in
anything
a
frap.
clear cup with a caramel swirl on the outside.
Get outta
of it,
here.
Separate line, 18 and older line for Americanos, cold brews, and drip.
Yep.
If you are getting a milk slushy, you're over there. If you're getting even a fucking latte, I'd say you're over there.
This is good. I've done this one before, and it's a more specific version of it. I agree. Yes,
You've had this. You've had this. This has got to stop.
This regular coffee people deserve their own line.
Yeah.
None of these milkshake sweets people, and a lot of times, yes, they're teenagers. We have work to do. We have things that we're going to.
I have my fake job to go do. You're on a field trip.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Have fun. But fucking back of the line.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Kit, what about cortadas, cappuccinos, macchiatos?
Go. You got to go in the kids line.
I got to go in the kids line.
Hey, you're not being serious.
Honestly, yeah, you don't need you want to drink more than you want caffeine. You want a little sippy. And that's great. Have your little sippy. But
Sure.
I'm there because
We're busy.
I am anxious because I have a show. Whatever the fuck my dumb thing is, it's more meaningful that I'm late already too. It's like I'm getting coffee. If you're
Sure.
getting coffee.
If you're getting cappuccino, you're about to like do something nice. You're sitting down, relaxing. You're not working.
Also matcha, you don't need it either. You're
the whole industry.
If you're if you're getting matcha, I'm happy for you. You're meditating, you're working on yourself, but also you have you're not in a rush.
No one's getting matcha, and I got a surgery.
I'm late.
Yeah,
Fuck. Let me get a matcha.
My matcha. No.
Matcha is when you're going. It's a new thing. I'm trying to slow down in
we
life.
need a
I'm
line
trying to
for
be present.
serious people and a
Yeah.
line for people who are having a relaxing day.
And I'm not saying anyone's right. I'm saying the serious people are taking themselves too seriously. But there should be that line for when you're having a day where you have to be like, I'm fucking. This
At the
matters.
Caffeine Factory, especially.
Caffeine Factory. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, one more time, that new thing with the patrons. Join the Patreon and submit. Write us. There's a big chat there, and we will bring one up every episode, hopefully. Let's go on to our final segment.
You better count your blessing.
You better count your blessing. I'll start it off just for laughs. I had a really nice time. For people who don't know, they filed for bankruptcy last year. All sorts of factors, but also one of the funny part was I think there was some kind of phishing scam. Someone got the email.
I heard that as well.
Yeah, I'm sure there were many other factors.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they wish that like people wouldn't talk about it all the time. But that's hard when all your employees are stand-up comedians.
Yeah,
my joke. I did because I hosted one of the New Faces, another cool honor Pete Holmes has done the last couple of years, and I said like you couldn't pay comedians enough to not talk about the bankruptcy, and for the most part they don't.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My life is not very consistent. I travel a lot. This is the third time I've done JFL, and like there's restaurants that I know in Montreal. There's staff there who know me. There's venues I've performed in, and I get to see so many people and it can be exhausting. There were a couple, people in my life where you'd see them every 3 hours. They'd be like, oh, what have you been up to for 3 hours? I'm like, we don't need to reconnect.
You go active there too. You hop on. You're on a bunch. They really. You ring yourself out.
Yeah, it's a social. And then I got my beard trimmed, and I told him I was a stand-up comedian right out the gate. And suddenly I'm talking. I'm like, I cannot believe I'm talking. I still more about comedy.
Yeah.
But it was just a beautiful time. I think there's so many institutions that are so broken or don't mean anything. And JFL used to mean something else. It used to be that, you know, you did New Faces, you got a sitcom, now you just maybe got an SNL. But it really is a beautiful thing, and I love it so much. And so happy it's back. And I hear the locals there, they say, oh, they don't help us Canadians enough. But I'm not Canadian, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Also, when I was there, those locals, they complain a lot. No, just kidding.
You get health
just
insurance.
kidding, Montreal. I love
No,
you.
it's beautiful. It was also a beautiful city. I love it. So I just had a really good time, and I felt very grateful to be back. And hosting New Faces felt special.
I agree.
I felt like it was very crowded back. It wasn't a lot. I wanted to do like a little speech, not like what I wanted to
Not
say
to make
them.
it about me, but yeah.
All I
no.
wanted to say to them was, guys, the people who did the worst on my showcase are now more famous than I could ever dream of being.
And you listed them
I had
off
a
by
really
name.
good showcase, and I am here with you now. So use that to quell your anxiety. And that's why I told a couple of them that. I also told all of them, maybe they don't like this, I said, if you have a set, don't worry about the fucking light.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the fucking light.
People were coming up to me too and being like, is it okay if I go long? I go, buddy, fucking rip it.
And I understand it's tough, and I'm a good boy too.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. I heard Shane Gillis, who had like the when he did his New Faces, it was like, yeah, and he went over. No one gives a shit. No one SNL did not hire him because he blew the lights.
Yeah, you got to know when to take advantage of it, to not be like always polite and like, oh, let me just be like really like light in this situation.
But I'll say
that's
this.
one where you're like, go do 9 minutes. If you're doing 7, do 9.
But I will say this: I did do the variety showcase.
Oh yeah.
And it's like 10 comics who, you know, it's 10 comics who have an ego, and when you're all blowing the light, that's a rough show.
Totally.
So I'm glad I went in the first half of that, and my set went so long it might have dipped into the second half of that, and they blinked that light. I had to really fight there.
And then you reflected it with the glass trophy that they give you. You fucking bounced it right out. You couldn't even see it.
So very grateful for JFL. Had a really good time, and congrats to the whole team. Yeah. Russell,
I blessing this week. Ginger Twinsies opened on Thursday. Really great opening night, and just it was a really great show. And then so fun. The opening night party felt like just so fun and filled with lots of theater people in New York that I admire and respect, and it was a really fun night, and I'm very thankful, and I'm having a good time in the show. And come see Ginger Twinsies at the Orpheum Theater.
Did Lin-Manuel Miranda? Did you nod at him?
We talked. Yeah,
you talked.
Yeah, yeah. He's very sweet. Sweet man.
When is he doing the show?
Our show.
Our show.
Oh, well, we're not there yet, but I'll put in a word with Busy.
Sure.
And
Busy
we'll
Phillips,
see. Yeah.
Former guest of the show,
friend of the pod,
producer
now
on
producer
Ginger
Ginger Twinsies. Talked to her. She mentioned you when we talked, that you guys have been messaging.
Yeah. In a okay way.
Is your plug
not in a fair way.
Yeah, thanks. Now it feels suspicious.
I realize that.
Do you have a dream show to do?
Play?
Yeah.
No, not really. Because anytime
Mrs. Doubtfire, but as the wife of the person dressing
as the Sally Fields character, as the Sally Fields. The whole time.
Both ripping off masks. What?
I do like that. A gender. Has anyone ever done that? It's a gender swap of a gender swap
why
show.
would they do that?
Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Do you have a blessing?
I thought these were more vague, but I do like how specific. I also was going to say something around JFL because the hosting New Faces was also. I did one of the encore shows.
Oh, cool!
Which was very fun, very sweet, and it did feel interesting to be back. And my actual blessing thing I was going to be, I think it's interesting how you do things and then you go, oh great, I've done this, so I'll never feel nervous for that sort of thing again, or I'll be this evolved version of myself in every new state. And then I was back there, and it was very interesting because I was there and I went, not this doesn't matter, but I have things, I don't need to go away from this getting something, and I still felt anxiety, nervous for the show after the gala. I went, I wish I felt more present, whatever. And then I walked away from that being like, it's nice to go, all right, I'll never feel great always. That's not life. Life is not like you finally get it cracked. It's more like, okay, cool. If I accept that I'll always be fucking this, that's the stability. And I always remember that after a weekend, and I go, I should have been more present. I should have just enjoyed and just gone, whatever, however it's going to go, it's going to go. And I always forget it by the next Thursday show.
It's nuts, man. I felt really good. It's my third gala that I did, and it was like, I still, every taping I go, I rushed.
That's how I felt. I got off and I went, just fucking slow down.
This time,
start slow. Don't just go right into the bit,
Yeah, I felt this was the best I felt of the 3 galas, which felt nice. And then last night I did a quick sting on MSNBC, and I walked away and I was like, fuck, man, my anxiety got the best of me, and it was a much lower stakes thing.
But I'm sure it was great. And then you just go,
but it's just like,
it
never fucking ends.
You think you do stand up long enough, you have muscle memory and chops or whatever to make the right decision always, but it's like, it still feels like a little 50-50 sometimes. And you go, I wish I riffed on that. I had that thought and I decided this and whatever. It's like, you think you're gonna finally be cool, I got it, and you'll never be that. And I go, that's, I guess, good to remember.
Do you lean on your girlfriend when you feel bad after a show?
I'll text about it and go, whatever. It seemed, whatever. Man, my manager was being really nice, but I feel weird. And she'll be like, you always say that, and that's always nice. She always reflects it back, and I was like, this is every time. I think it's still kind of newish. It's been like maybe 6 months, but she's seen enough of my franticness maybe after stuff where she goes, you usually are saying fuck, and it was fine, it was good.
I try to put all my stress on my manager, who is now my girlfriend.
Now it's official, huh?
It's official.
Wow.
Molly Mandel and Tovah Silbermann, please reach out to them for all inquiries.
Nepotism
Yeah.
via love.
Via love.
Well, Molly and I have a professional relationship. My other
Molly
manager.
is your manager. Okay, I thought Molly was
no,
agent.
too.
Oh, code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Molly and I have a...
I'm happy that you guys are finally...
Yeah, now I'm dating both. I said, listen,
now.
I only date my
You only date your managers.
So that was the most official announcement.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we have the same manager.
You have the same manager. So get ready. I told now I'm texting Tovah all the ideas I have of.
Damn. So she's getting 20% of this.
She's getting 20%.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
God, I know everyone, all our listeners are like, I'm so glad, even though they joined a network, there's still no ads on the podcast.
I tried. I was like, Tushy's really good.
Tushy.
We used to shave our
We're trying to do the post ads. Hey, we said this thing. Could you pay us?
Yeah.
But now I'm texting Tovah like, hey, someone on the Patreon said we could do a Bert and Ernie musical. Maybe we could get on Sesame Street. Everyone thinks Bert and Ernie's kind of gay too. It's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
I'm Bert. Who's the yellow one?
Oh, I don't know.
Bert.
Well, we can. I was thinking, what are the couple on Muppets too? Beaker, and that little one, the fatter, short one with the glasses. We could do those two too.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You'd be Beaker.
Where can people find you, Emil?
Instagram, first and last name, just Emil Wakim. And
any tour dates coming up?
I got some stuff, but I think it's got to get moved now for a thing. But some stuff. This is the end of the tour, kind of. Bloomington, Indiana, though, coming back to the Comedy Attic, end of August.
Good.
And then probably in the in the winter we'll have some dates on a hiatus, hopefully.
This might not come out for a week, so do you still want to say Ginger Twinsies or just in case?
Yeah,
just
selling
kidding.
well, baby. Yeah, come see Ginger Twinsies at the Orpheum Theater.
I want to find out how I can invest. Tovah and I are talking about investing in Broadway shows.
Oh,
yeah. or off Broadway.
Financially.
Yeah, financially.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it would be
Emotionally.
cool.
Yeah, emotionally.
I'm emotionally invested. I mean, the amount of posts that I've done for Ginger Twinsies
Yeah.
is insane.
If he's giving you $500, he's gonna have some notes on the script.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
question for you.
I'm gonna start doing clips in my Ginger Twinsies shirt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to get the word out.
He's gonna say, put the
Get the word
dress
out.
on.
Join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside. And thank you, Lauren, for letting Emil do the show. We're very grateful. This is The Downside.
That was a Headgum podcast.